Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to your daily tarot reading for Sunday, March 1st, 2020. We only have days left until springtime, so let's enjoy this new month, this new energy, and let's see where these cards take us today. What we might want to know, what we need to know, and what kind of strategies can we come up with in order to make our day even better. All right, so I think these cards are pretty much shuffled. We'll just do a few cuts this manner. There we go. And one more. All right. So let's get our first pile down. Our second pile. And finally now our third pile. And let's see where this takes us, shall we? I'm thinking this is where I want to go. So let's see, the Chariot. Let's talk a bit about this major arcana card. It's all about things that are going on in life right now that we may not be able to control, but certainly we can come up with some strategies to manage it. So when the Chariot comes up, there's some key words that comes to mind. First is victory, right? Obviously, cars racing and moving forward. Along with that is overcoming some obstacles, success, ambition, being determined, having that willpower that's necessary to get to the finish line of that goal. Taking control over circumstance and situations, and taking control over oneself, which leads us to self-discipline. Making sure to maintain hard work and focus. All different types of keywords for the Chariot card. Now, from a generalized standpoint and general meaning standpoint for today, some things you may want to consider is you may have obstacles ahead of you. And it's going to take focus, willpower, and determination, as well as control, in order to get through these obstacles that we have. When you're feeling this card, one thing you want to feel about this card is motivation, ambition, and being in control, especially now because, like I said, there may be some circumstances that are blocking you. There may be some circumstances in your path that are really not allowing you to maintain that focus that you want to maintain. And it may be even hard for you to maintain some form of composure as well as self-confidence. This card's a reminder that, A, nothing blocking you is permanent, and B, you have the ability to get around or get through the obstacles. Let's not forget, you're driving a freaking car. So you can either go around the obstacle or you can drive right on through it. But it takes you in that self-control and that self-determination to be able to do so. Maintain your confidence, maintain your composure, and be confident in what your abilities are to be successful. And if not your abilities to be successful, be confident in the fact that you want to be successful and that your goals are important to you. And believe it or not, you'll get through where you need to be. This card also indicates that there may be situations where you're going to feel like you want to be act defensively or aggressively. That's not a good idea to do. You want to maintain control of yourself overall, both self-control and external control. If you allow someone to press your buttons to the point where you get aggressive or you get defensive, you're giving control to somebody else. We don't want to do that, especially right now. This is important for us to maintain our focus, maintain our control to assure our success. Now, from a love and a relationship standpoint, this is all about having a successful relationship, whether it be with friends or whether it be an intimate relationship. However, maybe going through a little bit of a rough patch right now. Maybe the communication right now is a little bit hard. Maybe some situations right now are making things a little bit more difficult than they normally are. Well, nothing is permanent, as I said a little bit earlier, and none of this is really deal breakers as far as friendship goes or as far as relationships goes. What you need to do is put the work into it, put the control into it, and the self-control and confidence into it to help resolve them. Don't forget, you need to bring half of that solution to the table, and your partner or your friend needs to bring the other half, or at least buy into the half that you're bringing to the table. But long story short, everything can work out with a little bit of confidence, a little bit of understanding, and a little bit of emotional maturity, which is most important, right? So again, it comes to the same point. Don't let anyone else press your buttons. If you're feeling a little rough right now and you're feeling a little defensive or you're feeling a little bit agitated right now, take a step back, control yourself, and you can get through where you need to be. Now, finally, from a money and a career standpoint, it's all about you feeling ambitious and feeling motivated, right? Sure, that's what it's all about. However, what you may want to understand is that not everyone at work is on your side. You may have some situations where things might be working to sabotage you. You may be having some situations at work where you have to maintain that self-control because of either gossiping, sabotaging, or just people trying to make you lose control by pushing your buttons. So, long story short, you need to make sure that you maintain that control. Now, this card can also represent some form of travel. After all, once again, it's a vehicle, right? So it could be work-related travel. Maybe this is a good energy for you to go out for a long drive today with yourself or with friends or significant others, but just to have a change of venue, change of scenery, and do something out of what you normally would do. When you break the cycle, a lot of times you break whatever is blocking you because you gain a fresh new perspective and things look different. You can approach things differently, and the mindset makes all the difference in the world. So I hope you enjoyed this reading for today. I look forward to reading you all again tomorrow. I had to take yesterday's reading off, as you could tell by my voice a little bit today. It was really, really cracky, and I really couldn't even get through a minute of readings. I did try to record, but it just wasn't working for me. So I hope to see you all again tomorrow. Until then, take control, maintain yourself, and keep that self-confidence going without letting people press your buttons. And until tomorrow, be safe, be well, and be blessed.